Alright, here's my Blue Jays trade target video. The Blue Jays just swept the Diamondbacks. Good shit. The team had clutch hits. And now they get an off day and get to play the fucking Padres on Tuesday. Alec Manoah is going to start that game, so we'll see what happens there. Kevin Gausman is day to day, and same for Mono, but we still swept the Diamondbacks, which is fucking nuts. Because guess what? The offense actually delivered every game, really. And all in the fucking eighth inning. Eighth inning, they all made like fucking great. They all got rallies going. So the Jays, what do they need? They need bench bats. They need a righty DH because Brandon Belt can't carry the fucking DH position. You know, we need a guy when we play lefties that can hit. You know, Cam Biggio fucking blows. Espinal, even though today he was good, he blows. He can't hit for power. You know, even though he saved the season, Nathan Lucas and fucking what's his name? Ernie Clement. They ain't gonna help this team out. So the Jays need the DFA Mitch White and Simber. They need to go. Those guys need to go. Okay. Mitch White almost cost us the game today. Thank God that, you know, Eric Swanson had to bail him out, you know, because Mitch White couldn't get the third out. And what else? Yeah, that's it. Maybe a bullpen arm or two, because we got Chad Green coming back. Let's go depth chart. Fuck, we're active. Because we got Chad Green coming back. Alright, our starters rotation is 6 men. So we got fucking Ryu coming back. I don't know what he's going to do. Unless we put Kevin Gausman on the IL and then put Ryu on. Like, I don't think Kevin Gausman's issue is that serious. But yeah, Ryu maybe coming back. Chad Green, he may replace Mitch White. Adam Simber's fucking gone. And maybe someone's going to replace Jay Jackson. I don't know. Jay Jackson has been really good, actually, for this team. Catcher, we'll need a catcher, even though Kirk's not doing this good this year. But he's doing all right defensively. First baseman, we don't need one. Second baseman, maybe we need a backup. Even though we have 2 who stink. Fucking Espinal and Biggio are terrible. Third base, Chapman's been better lately. Shortstop, Espinal's actually a good backup shortstop. So, left field, center field, and we need a backup. We need a backup outfielder because I don't want to see Cam Biggio play outfield. So I don't want to see him play at all. So the goal is to get rid of Cam Biggio, folks. So let's start off with the players on these tabs that all the players that I thought that we could realistically acquire, because we're not gonna get Shohei. I don't even think we're gonna get Marcus Stroman. I don't think Scherzer, I don't know, any of those top guys, just scratch them because we're not gonna get them. Just Jordan Montgomery. That's only if Kikuchi and Alec Manoah shit the bed so bad we need to go after a starter. Okay, so Jordan Montgomery, he's been good. That was a good trade for the Cardinals getting him, but now I don't know if they're gonna keep him. Him and Flaherty are going to be trade pieces at the deadline for the Cardinals. But I don't know if we're going to get them. I don't even know if we're going to get any starter because it depends on how those two play. You know, Kikuchi and Alec Manoah. Kikuchi's been okay. Manoah had that one good start against Detroit. He has to play better. He has to play good against the Padres. So, yeah, Montgomery, I wouldn't mind a lefty, a good lefty in the rotation who can go long. So, and he can throw pretty good. So, I wouldn't mind him. Kyle Hendricks, again, as a depth starter. I don't think he'll go to the Jays, but he's an option if they really need. This is if they really need a starter. If there's any injuries or whatever, they can pick up Kyle Hendricks, Montgomery, Flaherty, Stroman. Is if you really want to go all in and get a starter. So yeah. For backup outfielder, he plays left field apparently for the Mets. Tommy Pham, I wouldn't mind him. He's having an actually solid season off the bench. 57 hits, 271. I wouldn't mind them, you know. 10 stolen bases. It's not bad. Not a bad piece if you're the Jays, because I like Whit Merrifield, but he's not a natural outfielder. You get a natural outfielder, you eliminate Kevin Biggio. Because I don't want him. I think he's better than he's having a better season than Kevin Biggio, batting 271. Okay, already better. He's a righty, so we need a righty, you know add some depth to the outfield. I wouldn't mind Tommy Pham, and the Mets are not doing that good, so Tommy Pham would be a good piece. And now a couple of trash players, but they have a purpose. Jerickson Profart, 243 average, 6 homers, only 1 stolen base. He's been in the league for a while. He's only 30. The Rockies would probably give him away for free. That's why I put him here. He's not the best player. Only 6 homers. He used to be solid, but now he's not that good. But just playing multiple positions, being able to play multiple positions and being able to switch hit is already a good value, because we want to be switch hitters. All right, next is Eduardo Escobar from the Angels. That's if they're not contending, but 252, already better than Biggio, 40 hits, 4 homers, 2 stolen bases, so pretty mid. I don't think he would be that much at the deadline. Hunter Renfroe, another Angel. Again, this would be your DH right fielder. He can play. He's a right fielder, I guess. I don't know. He would be your DH against righties, but he plays right field, so I don't know what that would do with Springer. But I don't know. He's an option. I don't think they'll get him, but because he plays right field, but he's an option at DH. Right field, maybe if you can move Springer to DH too, but I wouldn't mind him. 15 homers. I know he's not an average guy, but he can hit some nukes in our park. We need some power. We need some additional power. Now Brett Rooker, left field, designated hitter. I wouldn't mind him. We would put him at DH against lefties in left field maybe once in a while. He's arbitration eligible in 2025, and he's a free agent in 2028. So he has a lot of control. He slumped a lot this year, so he's not at his peak right now. His peak was earlier this year. He was hitting nukes back then. Back in April and May and June, but now he slowed down. But hopefully he would be cheap at the deadline. But the control, that's going to cost a little bit, but maybe a couple prospects. The A's are stupid, so again, we need a piece, Here's a guy that I really wouldn't mind. Jamie Candelario. He's having a solid season, 260 average, 13 homers, 43 ribbies. He's a free agent, 29. He can play third and first, so he can be your backup third. He can be a backup third baseman, backup first baseman, DH. He's a switch hitter, so he'd be good when you need him off the bench, because Profar and Eduardo would be good off the bench, mainly. And Jamie Candelario, you can play him at, DH, whatever. But I don't know. I wouldn't mind Jamie Candelario. He would be a good piece to add to this team. You can put him in multiple ways. I know he's limited, but I wouldn't mind him because of his switch hitting ability. And now Lane Train. This is who I really want. If the Jays get Lane Thomas, I wouldn't mind. Our outfield would be set for the next couple of years, because he's not a free agent till 2026. So that's a couple of years from now, and we would have put him at left field. I don't know if he's a left fielder. I think he could play left field. And then Varsho at center, and then Springer at right field if you want to get rid of Kiermaier next year. But Lane Thomas would be a good piece to add to the roster. But yeah, I don't think he would cost a little bit. So Just look at the numbers, man. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind him. We need to add a bat. We need to add a bat, a DH, whatever. I know we're interested in Nelson Cruz, but if we get Nelson Cruz, we better get someone else too, because he can't play outfield at all. He is. He's not outfield eligible, man. He sucks. Can't put him anywhere in the outfield because he's old as shit. If we pick up Nelson Cruz, I wouldn't mind him, like as just the DH, but you need another backup outfielder, backup infielder, you know, because the depth on this team's not that good. So the Jays, they need to fill in their depth. You know, they need to add depth to this team. Add a couple bullpen arms and maybe a starter if necessary. So that's it for this video. Who you think the Jays should add at the deadline? Those are a few guys. There's probably way more, but I couldn't think of any more. So put the player that you want at the deadline and what positions we need. So that's it. Peace.